One thing I am surprised that I haven't seen so much out here, on this road so far, is with these fields. I haven't seen a lot of them that have been burned. When I was going to my parents' place last night, taking the back roads, you go through a lot of farmland, as you've seen on the videos before. But one of the roads, you come down a hill and make a nice set of little twisty turns, and when you come down the hill into your first turn, you're looking right at a field, and it's just all burnt. I would honestly hate to have to guess how big that field is, but it was all burned just to help, provide nutrients and everything back into the ground. At least I think that's why they do it. Get rid of all the old growth and everything that had been growing up. Probably getting it ready for probably a fall planting at this point. But I am excited. It's not really the right word to use, but it's the best I can come up with right now, to actually get out on this bike and, like I said, put her to the test, see how she does on a long trip. I don't really consider what I've done with it so far to be, testing it out and touring with it, because I've only gone up to Evansville, which is about an hour away. Go up there, putt around for a day, go to doctor's appointments, run some errands, and then drive an hour home. Don't really consider that to be testing this bike and its capabilities. But this will definitely be a good test. Lots of time spent at 70 plus miles an hour, so see how she does. But I'll go ahead and bring you guys back a little bit later on, unless I see something cool. Alright, so we are still in Kentucky. It's only been, we've been on the road about an hour. We're coming up to the Land Between the Lakes resort area. It's kind of a cool area from my understanding. I've yet to actually go down there and check it out, but it's a big boating place in the state of Kentucky, so it's kind of interesting. I know my parents' neighbors like to take their boat down there for the weekends and shit. I really should go down there and check it out one of these days. But this is what most of the drive has been like. Getting the nice woods on both sides. Been a few little hilly spots that are kind of cool because you get the exposed rocks on the sides of the road. Which I've always loved that look where it's like, they just cut through the side of the hill to flatten it out a little bit. But maybe I'm just weird and liking the way that all that exposed rock looks. So far, the bike seems to be doing great on gas mileage on the interstate. I had like 45 miles on it roughly when we started the trip, and we're almost to half a tank at 125 miles. So roughly I should be able to get 250 miles to the tank on the interstate, so that's always great. Seeing as I was able to get about 200 out of the switchback. I don't know if we'll actually be able to see any of the lakes or anything from the interstate. I can't remember from the maps how close it actually comes, but maybe we'll see something. If not, you can still enjoy the nice scenic views of western Kentucky. So the next exit is the one actually for land between the lakes, it says. Ooh, pretty car. I am glad to say that aside from birds, the only wildlife I've seen has been roadkill. No concerns about them jumping out in front of me, so that's always a positive. Really would hate to hit Bambi or something doing, 75. Really gonna suck getting down to Texas, where probably running closer to 80, 85 to hit something, but I mean, not that hitting anything on a bike's ever really good. But it looks like swampland. Nice and pond scummy green. That is one funny thing a lot of people don't think about when you think of western Kentucky, is that it does have swampland in it. Growing up on the East Coast, specifically Virginia, you have the Great Dismal Swamp, kind of known for North Carolina, Virginia area, but not something you really think about out here. But it does have it. I mean, not in great abundance. It's more like little pockets here and there, but it's neat to see. Well, it doesn't look like we're really going to see much in the way of the water. So we're coming up on the Kentucky-Tennessee border. Not much to show at this border. It's really lackluster. I don't even think that there's a really good, welcome to Tennessee sign. Or conversely, when you come into Kentucky, a nice welcome to Kentucky sign. It's certainly not like a scenic state border. A good place to stop and get a picture. Yeah, that's not this border. Don't really think I could stop and get a picture when I go into Missouri from Tennessee, because I believe that is technically right in the middle of the river. And then it's just a basic welcome to Missouri sign on the interstate once you cross over. So at least the first few states are just really lackluster when you cross into them. Tennessee welcomes you is what it says. But this is now Tennessee. I know, so much different than Kentucky. But the only real difference, I think, might be the type and quality of the roads. But other than that, not much different. At least not this part of Tennessee.